Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Car Spec Garage video. Today, 10,000 mile review on the Tesla Model Y. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I thought that we would start with the outside of the car. Maybe start with exactly what I have done, modifications on the outside of the car, and then we'll get stepped into the car and talk a little bit about, what's what's my experience been for 10,000 miles. Now, this is the 2023 Model Y. This is out of the Austin, Texas plant. So let's get started. First of all, the car is filthy, and I apologize. I don't know why I have been so lazy about not washing cars lately, but I have been for some reason. Okay. So what I've done, I have laid PPF down on the whole car, and I have videos on the channel that you can go watch and just kind of watch and see how we laid PPF down on the car. We've changed the wheel covers. We've changed those up, so that's good. And there are some videos on that. Let's see what else. Coming in the back, it's really sunny today. Coming in the back, we've added carbon fiber spoiler. I just love carbon fiber spoilers, and this is the matte finish, which I think is really good. I'm not a big carbon fiber guy, like if you just basically drape the car in carbon fiber, but that is pretty good. Other than that, that's really what we've done on the outside of the car. So that's everything on the outside of the car that we've done. Inside, show you real quick how things are looking. We'll get some doors opened here. All right, you gotta excuse my wife's Aldi bag. We've got car mats. So car mats here. Again, this car is absolutely filthy. We've been everywhere in this thing. All right, so far no wear and tears at all on the car. Nothing. Everything is good. Panels line up pretty good. I guess I could get really nitpicking and picky and say, this is not right. But everything seems to be in good working order. We'll come here on the back. And again, apologize. My car is so filthy. I hate this thing. I don't know why Tesla did that. It's the stupidest. Look at that. See? That's just the stupidest thing ever. Everything's good. I had the cargo mats on basically since day one. So those are in really good shape. We'll come over here on the passenger side. Again, everything other than just absolutely filthy. The car is just in great shape. Again, there has been, I have not seen any interior issues. I can see, my wife eats in this car and I tell her not to. I can see a couple of things that could be down the road. Like when you get in and out, you're pressing down, and we're not big people, but you're just constantly pressing down on this. I'm just wondering if that is going to end up getting worse. I'll show you the driver's side. But again, the floor mats are really interior wise all we've done. Come back over here. We'll get these doors shut first, then we'll get into the car. Okay. See, it's probably a little worse right here, maybe. But as far as in good shape. Another thing that, and I know this is a kind of a review, which is good. Another thing, to be honest with you, I really don't like the leather seats in the Model Y. or the Model 3, I guess. I don't know. They just, you know, they just show sweat and stuff easily. Like in the Lexus, you don't get that. So I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just not quite sure. But again, interior wise, everything has been great. You know, you may want to say that that's not lined up properly and that looks a little shinier than that. It looks more lined up there than it does here, but I don't know. It's so, I mean, I just think I'm nitpicking. I cannot stand this charger at all. Don't like it. Doesn't charge well. It overheats phones. I don't like it. They need to put Apple MagSafes in here somehow. I'm going to figure a way to design one for here. That's my next thing. Okay, so let me flip over and let's talk about my experience with the car. I just wanted to give you an overall review of the outside, what we've done project-wise, and then a real quick just looking at the interior. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, thoughts. First of all, this is like my 6th Tesla, I think it is. I've owned Model S's all the way up to the 2021, which was the refresh with the yoke. And I've owned one Model X. I think that was back in 2017. And all the whole common theme with those cars, even the 2021, the common theme was rattles. I mean, they were in the back of the seat. They were the locking mechanism to keep the seat locked in place, the rear seat locked in place. It would rattle in door panels. I mean, every car had a rattle of some sort. And they usually started around the 3,000, 4,000 at the most mile mark. In the cars, you'd start hearing them. And I can't tell you on that last S I had, the 2021, it was the blue one with the yoke steering wheel, which I hated. The yoke steering wheel, not the car. I would just say that I chased rattles in that car, and it was so frustrating because I really loved the car. I love the refresh minus the yoke wheel. Anyway, just very frustrating. So at 10,000 miles, what's the rattles in this car? Now, I'm going to knock on this wood. I don't know if it's fake or what, but we're going to call it real. There has been 0 rattles, creaks, cracks, pops, bangs, you name it, we have not heard it. Not one issue whatsoever in the car from a rattle standpoint. And I have been very, very pleased with that. What have we had worked on the car, like service-wise? What's going on? When I first picked it up and I drove it home, I noticed that the car was not lined up properly. I think it was kind of pulling to the right. And I got a video on this because we went to the service center to have it fixed. So we had that, and then the front cowl area, it was scraped up for some reason. I'm not quite sure, so they replaced that as well. So those are the only 2 things that we've had to bring it back to Tesla that was from a delivery standpoint. Like, these are the 2 things that they got to fix for us. And they did. I mean, we took it home and then ended up going to Atlanta a couple of weeks later or something like that, and having those worked out. My son and I, Parker and I, we just kind of hung out there and waited, ate lunch across the street, come back to the service center, and pretty much they had the car ready to go. So it was really simple. But those are the only 2 issues we've had at 10,000 miles. Battery degradation has been 0. If I charge it to 80% every day and I do the math, I'm spot on the 279 that Tesla says. Not even 1 mile off of it. And that's been consistent every charge. If I charge it to full, we're going on a travel or on a trip, and I charge it all the way to 100%, it shows 279 to 280. It's always between those 2. Flip a coin which one you'll get, but you never get below the 279. So, and I know, I mean, tomorrow I could charge it and it could be 274 or whatever the case is. I don't really worry about that too much, but people do get concerned that are first-time EV buyers. What's the degradation like? So at 10,000 miles, it's been zilch, 0. I've had a flat tire that I had to get replaced. It was just in the sidewall. There's nothing that could be done about it. That's not a Tesla problem. Just picked it up. Luckily, we were able to order a tire, got it in within a couple of days, and everything was good. It was more of a slow leak, so I was able to keep it filled up and drive it. But yeah, so that was it. Let's see what else. I mean, again, zero issues at all we've had with this car for 10,000 miles. It's my first Tesla. Outside the two delivery items and the tire. But, I can remember on the other ones, even the Model S, they had to replace the battery, the little battery in there. Something was wrong with it. They had to replace it, the 12-volt battery, I call it little because it is little. They had to work on that, and then there was something else that we had to get fixed on it. And then all my other Teslas always had some problems here and there, but still never kept me from the brand. Always, if I went away from the brand, I always hated not having a Tesla. So I would say 10,000 miles, this car has been great. Flawless, really no issues. I'm knocking on wood again. So that's where we're at. What would I change having it for 10,000 miles? What would I change? I would rather have carbon fiber inside the car than this wood, and I might get the real, not just an overlay that's got sticky tape on it, but a real car, to replace all these panels with real carbon fiber. I wish it had ambient lighting. It doesn't. I wish it did. I'm not going to get a third-party one because I'm just not going to have it work through my phone and do it that way. And I think I've seen one where, excuse me, with the camera, where it's down by the cup holder, where you can adjust stuff there. I don't like that. I want it to be integrated on the screen. So it was, kind of like I've seen it kind of around in here somewhere, that you can get some of those. And I can't remember. Pimp My EV, I think was the name of the company. I saw one of those. Anyway, kind of a crazy name. So what else would I want to change? Really not too much. This has probably been, believe it or not, our best one that we've owned, even with the S's. Now, I would like to have an S and drive an S. My wife drives this car all the time, and I'm always in her Lexus. She's always in this car, but I told her she couldn't take it because I needed to do the 10,000 review. So those are maybe a couple of things I would change, but not really like wishing the car was better in some way. I mean, even the range is fine. Tesla's supercharging network is crazy good when you're traveling. You all know this. This is why we buy these cars. So no complaints there. So the range at 279 is perfectly fine with me. I don't have any issues with that. Would I like to get another one and let my wife drive this one full time? Absolutely. But I'm trying to work on her to see if we can get that going. What would I get? I would not buy anything but a Tesla right now, but until all these other manufacturers get on board with Tesla's charging standard and start putting them in their cars, or they're coming with adapters, but preferably I'd like for it to be fully integrated than without adapter, then I'll start looking at the Mercedes, the Audis, the BMWs, and all those. So, but yeah, so 10,000 mile review, no issues. It's kind of boring. We drive the car. We love the car. The technology is great in the car. No issues at all. Updates come through flawlessly. Love my Apple Music in it. It's great. You don't even miss CarPlay when you're in a Tesla because things are so fully integrated. So I would say if you're interested in buying one of these, definitely do it. The latest build is great. The quality is better. We're still not Mercedes or Audi or I hate to say even sometimes Hyundai. We're not at that quality with this car yet, but it's surely getting there. And to me, it's 100% step forward of not having any rattles at all. I've been just super, super pleased with it. So I look forward to doing a 20,000 mile review with you on this, and maybe in between there we'll have another car coming in, if I can talk my wife into getting rid of her Lexus, and that's getting maybe something more plush, something a little bit more luxury, maybe a Mercedes or something. But first they've got to have the charging standard with Tesla, or I'm not looking at anything. It's a nightmare with EA right now, and there's just no way that I'm going to travel in one of those cars that that you can just know that you're going to have problems, or bet on that you're going to have problems when you go. So anyway, go buy you a Tesla. I'm telling you, the new builds are amazing, at least coming out of the Texas facility. They're great. Again, we've done PPF, we've done the wheels, we've done a spoiler, interior nothing, flawless, no issues at all, outside of a couple of things that we had right at delivery. And yeah, so that's it. So I'm very, very happy, very, very pleased with this car. So there you go. It's a really short video here, but I just wanted to do the quick review on it for you. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and until the next video, God bless.